Hey, what's up? It's your man Brian McKnight, and you're watching ADTV. It is what it is.
Now, I love the name of the title of the album, More Than Words. You know, as a man, it's something that women always say, you know, you got to come through and
Right.
the actions. You explained to me, you know, why you gave it the title, More Than Words.
Well, the song More Than Words kind of says it all. What I'm saying in that song, and I'm not sure if you've had a chance to listen to it. It's just what you said. We can say lots of things, and most of the time we're saying things not meaning it because it's a means to an end.
Right.
Even though we may not know what that is at the moment, we're willing to say whatever it takes to have whatever transpire that we want. When it comes to actually following through, I think for me it's harder to say no to something, even though I know I want it to be yes, to wait, to get to know someone, to do all those things, because you know we're in a world now where everything is like that, and you can get everything like that, but it's not always the best thing. And I don't always practice what I preach, so I'm hoping that song is a hope about finding someone that you could really actually follow through with. And that's what if I was going to say this record had anything to do with an entire theme, and that's what it is. You know, be in a position to follow through and be more than words.
When you make this album, were there already tracks maybe left over on previous projects that you thought, okay, I'm going to put onto this one, or was it all totally fresh material?
Just one. The song More Than Just a Thing was a song I was waiting to duet with someone, and I just couldn't find the right combination. I thought it was a shame to waste such a great song, so I decided to put out the actual demo version that I did 10 years ago, because that's how long I've been waiting to find someone, the right person to sing on it with me. So I just decided, you know what? And it's actually, we mastered the monitor mix of the song of the original demo that night. So it sounded so good still after 10 years, because it's all live instrumentation. I had the guys in the band, we were all there, we did it, boom, I sang it, and that was it. And that's the version that's on the album.
I mean, you're a class act, there's no doubt about that. When you come into the game, you must have been inspired, but you're now at a place where what continues to inspire you? Because, you know, you wouldn't really have relevant peers who are still putting out, who are still putting out material.
You know what? I still go back to the same records I listened to when I was a kid. Those are the records I continue to listen to. Whether it's Miles Davis or Stevie Wonder or Marvin Gaye, or yesterday I was watching old 80s videos of The Police, Peter Gabriel, Go West. And it was funny because all those acts are from over here, and I'm in the UK, and those are the records I grew up on. Phil Collins and his group, along with it was everything I was watching. Thomas Dolby I was watching yesterday. It just brought me back to that nostalgic place. And this album, for me, More Than Words, is definitely a byproduct of those years, from about 82 to about 95 for me. This record really feels like that.
Which is probably the time when people really connected with music.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a time when technology and musicality were sort of meeting, but technology wasn't so good that you didn't still have to play.
Mm-hmm. Because you could play so many instruments, and you know, and you could produce. How do you know what to leave to somebody else? You know, because you must be hands-on.
I leave nothing, except my boys. You know, now these records are produced by the three of us. It's myself, BJ, and Nico, and it's by sort of an assembly line, because they don't live with me anymore. They live down the street, but they have a studio in their apartment. So we have a Dropbox. We use today's technology to the fullest. I have the studio at home with Pro Tools and Logic, and I put it in the Dropbox, and they take it out of the Dropbox at their place, and they put it back, and we go back and forth. And I think we all understand each other's musical sensibilities, and I love the fact that they can keep me current enough, sonically.
Mm-hmm. Talking about your sons, you've got the label with them.
Right.
What's your ambition? Because I know you want to, they say you want it to be the buffer between fans and the music. You want to remove the buffer between fans and music. That sounds so musically driven. How does the business end factor into that?
Well, what you hope is that the business takes care of itself.
Right.
If you can get enough people, if you take the model of corporate America, that you can get enough people in one place and you can solicit to them directly, then you don't have to worry about the problem is getting them all in one place. But between Facebook and Twitter and social media, it's a good place to start. And I think that the greatest advertising you can do is word of mouth, when people start talking to each other. And they're doing it through social media. Unfortunately, most people only have negative things to say on social media, but the true fans, and I think you have to start thinking so much smaller. If I can get 10,000 people to subscribe to what it is I'm trying to do, and then they tell a person a piece or two people a piece, then those numbers start to grow exponentially. So I think we're back almost in the Stone Age when all this started, where you have to build something, you build it yourself, and eventually you'll get to 1 million people, or 100,000 to 1 million people who want to be involved in what you do. And once you have those kinds of numbers, if you get them all to give you $1 a month for every couple months, then you should be okay. From that standpoint, the business should take care of itself.
Do you place expectations on the new album? You know, do you obviously it's going to be a classic body of work. You're saying it's from like the 80s to the 90s,
right.
But you know, do you have an expectation how it's received for critical acclaim?
You know what? I look at my records now like indie films. You know, I'm trying to create something magical, something smart, something that'll last. And if it doesn't sell as many as, I don't know, Lady Gaga or anywhere close, I'm fine with that, because I'm a 43-year-old romantic singer and we're a dying breed. You know, I create because I can't not create, and I use the double negative for emphasis. I have to create. At some point I may just give it away for free, I don't know, because I'm not in the music business, I'm in the touring business. And the more people that come to see me, the more I can continue to make a living doing what I do, because I'm not sure if anybody is depending upon record sales to stipend their income.
The margins are really small.
It's very small. That's why I think we're about to see the demise of the label, of the major label system, any day now. And you know, the next couple of years, easily. I said this 5 years ago, and we're almost at the end of my prediction here. And I'm not sure that's all a bad thing. If you put the music back in the people's hands who are creating it, you'll find that it's probably going to be a better thing.